Oh, that is so frustrating. We were so close to getting that, even the win. I mean, we had 10 more shots than them the whole game, 2 more on target. We had more percentage in possession. We dominated. We had the better chances. We scored the better goal. But again, it was our defense that lost us the game. Actually, well, I think if the ref made the right calls the entire game, I get it. Some of the decisions didn't go Sydney's way, but 95% were for Sydney. You know, no, like we did everything we could today to get the win, but we just can't shoot. I mean, Ugarkovic's goal was an absolute screecher outside the box, good 27, 28 yards out, I think it was. He just curls at top bins. I mean, it was great. It was a great goal, but I knew we weren't going to go on and win the game from there. We went and conceded and unfortunately lost 2-1. Quick thing on Sydney FC. I've watched them in previous games, particularly at home. They look phenomenal. Away from home, they look pretty dodgy. In that game, man, they were pretty poor, to be honest. They were wasteful in the middle. We just dominated them in midfield today. But something they weren't wasteful on is their chance taking. Being clinical. They were that is a proper team right there. Getting a win, it was actually pretty comfortable, even though we should have gotten 2 penalties. The ref shafted us today. I don't know how he's still in the job after that. It was actually that disgraceful, but I don't want to focus on that, even though the ref was shocking today. Shocking. Absolutely just terrible. Not even remotely stable in the head. I don't want to focus on that. So, yeah, we lost, but there were signs of improvement. We had more intent in attacking. We didn't play Turgate up front. We had Arroyo back, even though he's meant to be out for another 2 or 3 weeks. He came and played through injury, which, bravo to him. Even though we did nothing, he still played through injury, which I'm really proud of him for. But, yeah, ultimately, we can't really blame anyone. Sydney just took their chances. First goal we should have stopped. It was shit defending. Second goal was just good play from Sydney, and yeah, they came out 2-1 winners. They won the game. It's as simple as that. There's not really much more to say about it, to be honest. I think with Ernie at the helm, we would have lost 3-0. I have nothing against him. It's just his tactics have been really poor this season. So, you know, that's basically jeez. Basically the reason why I think he would have done a worse job than Craig. Can't make any claims on Craig, to be honest. He's done all he could. And it was good to see Italiano get minutes today, but not in the way he got them. I mean, Glenn Moss, bro, bless this guy. He's not an A-League keeper. He's not good enough. But he showed a lot of heart today. And to go down injured like that, I think it was his PCL. It's shocking, man. I was so upset. And he had to be helped off the field. And we brought on Italiano, who didn't really do anything, but we looked really good with him on the field. I don't know why. Was it just his presence? I really don't know. But he is a decent backup, and hopefully, hopefully over time he can prove to be a decent keeper. And please say we hold on to him, because he's got potential. Yeah, so that would be good if we could sort that out quickly, because we don't want our number one being out for that long, you know, because Glenn Moss is passionate. He's a Jets player, you know, but he's not a good goalkeeper by A-League standards. But there's not really much to say about today's game, to be honest. You know, we lost 2-1. We got outplayed. One of the goals we couldn't do anything about. The other one was just poor defending. Our goal was great. Get a new manager in. Bobby Burns was probably my man of the match today. He was everywhere in the defensive spot. I mean, Topper was pretty good. Just a few defensive mistakes that cost us that game from Lockie Jackson. But Bobby Burns, man, he looks like a decent player. I really like him. He was just really composed on the ball. I think that's what he really brought today. He probably could have stopped the cross for the second goal, but Yeah, I don't know, but he's still easily man of the match for that game. Matt Miller was okay. He just made a few dodgy mistakes. Then you've obviously got the fact that Petratos. I mean, this guy is our talisman, and I think he did a lot that game, but he needs to shoot. He needs to hurry up and shoot instead of doing all this stupid little skill when he's got a clear opportunity to have a crack. When Shepard came on, he was doing that perfectly, having shots on goal, which was great to see. But Petratos, again, I love him to death, but he has to shoot more. He does too many little razzle-dazzle skills and just ends up losing it. He needs to shoot. It's that simple. Sometimes we just like to dilly-dally around with it instead of just having a crack. When Ugarkovic had a shot, all the Jets players, you should have seen their face. They were just like frustrated, they looked like they were on the brink of being frustrated and angry, aggravated that he's taken a shot without doing about 83 passes inside the two-yard line between the line and the foot. It's absolutely ridiculous how our players' mentalities, run. It's shocking. And Ugarkovic just smacks it. Actually, he doesn't smack it. He just guides it in. It was beautiful. I was shocked that we even took a shot from there, let alone scored it. So I was over the moon with that. But again, as soon as it went in, it was 1-1. I was sure that wasn't going to win us the game, because we like to bottle our our leads. Also, the Cove. There was obviously a huge fight between Newcastle and Sydney fans afterwards. There usually is a bit of bickering, but on the just across on the hockey fields outside of McDonald Jones Stadium, there was a massive bust-up. So, and a few people were injured, so I hope Sydney or Newcastle, I don't give a crap, whoever you are, just get better soon. But at the end of the day, it's just football. I mean, I'm sure since they're older, they probably have a bit more tension and whatever, but it's just football. Really. And it was the Sydney fans that started it. There were about 45 to 50 of them apparently waiting for the 24 Newcastle fans, and the Newcastle fans did win the fight. I'm not proud to say it, but I prefer us win it than them. But nevertheless, I don't want to get into details of that. It's shocking that there's football fights. Don't get me wrong. I'm not promoting any of that, and I would never get involved in that crap. But I'm just saying that the Newcastle fans find themselves in fights a lot with, Wanderers, Mariners, Sydney FC, and usually Melbourne Victory as well in little bust-ups. But this was a very big one. So no one died or anything. It was fine, but just a lot of people got injured, more so than others. A friend of mine, obviously not going to disclose him, but he was involved, and he only got a couple of swells. But nevertheless, I don't want to support football fights. It's poor how that goes on, but hey, if that's what happens, then that's what happens. But Sydney fans are very... I mean, this goes for Western Sydney as well. They're loud, proud, and very supportive, and that's the side of them that I like. But they're too aggressive, man. They just need to go home. They've got the 3 points. They don't need to attack our fans. There's no need for it. It's shocking. And our fans don't need to accept it. So I think it's 60-40 in terms of who's in the wrong here. I think Sydney's at 60. But again, I'm not supporting how we retaliated. But I'm glad that we managed to get out of that situation by beating them in a fight. But ultimately, I'm meant to be talking about the game here. Poor result, 2-1 against Sydney. Although we're at completely opposite ends of the table, they are bottom of the league, and we are basically at the bottom and they're top. Yeah, whatever. But they beat us 2-1, and we just couldn't beat them. Really, we just couldn't break them down. They had a very solid defensive performance and a good attacking performance. They look at their attack, man. Barbaroushas, Bamjouan, what a player he is. He's so underrated. Alex Bamjouan, he's a diver though. But yeah, Barbaroushas, Lafondra, they've got players on the bench that can come on and make a difference. Ninkovic is an absolute genius, by the way. The Serbian maestro. I mean, he's got to be the best player in the A-League right now, surely. It's either him or Castro, but Castro's getting on a bit. He's, what, 36 now, 37, something like that, maybe even older. I'm not too sure. But I will be starting a new career mode in my next video, guys, so don't forget to go check that out. That is going to be an absolute hoot. So thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, Newcastle reviews are back only just because of New Year's and Christmas. That was the only reason why I had a big break. But yeah, so hopefully life without Ernie takes a better turn from here, and we get in a better manager, we get in a new manager, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.